This is Gabby Delapiani, and I am performing Lab 8 for Chem 1412, the determination of KSP of calcium hydroxide. So for this lab, it's a lot like Lab 7, and I think Lab 6 too, like previous labs where we're checking for like color change and whatnot. So we're using a lot of the same like background. So for Lab 1, I'll be doing titration of saturated calcium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid. So I've already kind of set it up. So I got the mass of the lime water, and then I added the methyl orange indicator to the flask already. It's all set up. And I recorded that data on my table, and I filled up my syringe all the way, hoping that I can use it for my other trials as well, of hydrochloric acid. So now I'm ready to fill the solution with the hydrochloric acid to see if there's any color change in there. So, and this is also my trial 1. So I have 2 more trials after this one. Oh, there's saw some color change. So that left me at, I would say 0.81 milliliters. And it was like a very immediate, quick color change, and it was little, but I saw it. And so I'll record that in my data table. And then I will do that trial 2 more times, and then do all my calculations, because I need to calculate the concentration of the hydrochloric acid, and then also the concentration of the calcium, I think, as well. And also I had the volume and then the moles of each as well. So, and it says that I need to complete that before I go to activity 2. So I will do the trials, and I'll do all my calculations, and then I will continue on to activity 2. So now I am on activity 2 of Lab 8, and this one is a focus on the titration of calcium hydroxide and calcium chloride with the hydrochloric acid added to it. So I already created my solution where I added the calcium chloride to the lime water. And since I've already done that and I let it sit for a little bit, so it's titrated by now, I went ahead and measured out. I did the mass of the flask and then the mass of the solution with the flask. And then I added the methyl orange indicator to the solution. And so now I'm going to do the, see the concentration change, and I am going to start adding the hydrochloric acid to the solution. So, color change. So there was not an immediate response, but after a little bit, it took not too much, but there was a change in the volume. So I'll record my data, and I'll do this trial 2 more times, and then I'll do all my calculations after. It's asking for like the moles of each, so the moles of the hydrochloric acid, and then the moles of the also like the calcium hydroxide. Yeah, no, it's just the moles of hydroxide, and then the moles of calcium. So, and then the solubility of it all. So once I get all my samples done, I will do all those calculations, and then I will be done with the lab.